14 Low GI foods for a healthier diet. Diet trends may come and go. But a low GI diet remains one of the few that has been shown to include benefits based on science. Low GI foods provide substantial health benefits over those with a high index. And they are key to maintaining a healthy weight. What is GI? Glycemic index, GI, is the rate at which the carbohydrate content of a food is broken down into glucose and absorbed from the gut into the blood. When you eat foods containing carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which is then absorbed into your bloodstream. The higher the GI of a food, the faster it will be broken down and cause your blood glucose, sugar, to rise. Foods with a high GI rating are digested very quickly and cause your blood sugar to spike. This is why it's advisable to stick to low GI foods as much as possible, as the carbohydrate content of low GI foods will be digested slowly, allowing a more gradual rise in blood glucose levels. Foods with a GI scale rating of 70 or more are considered to be high GI. Foods with a rating of 55 or below are considered low GI foods. It's important to note that the glycemic index of a food doesn't factor in the quantity that you eat. For example, although watermelon has a high glycemic index, the water and fiber content of a standard serving of water means it won't have a significant impact on your blood sugar. Like watermelon, some high GI foods, such as baked potatoes, are high in nutrients. And some low GI foods, such as corn chips, contain high amounts of trans fats. Eating mainly low GI foods every day helps to provide your body with a slow, continuous supply of energy. The carbohydrates in low GI foods is digested slowly, so you feel satisfied for longer. This means you'll be less likely to suffer from fluctuating sugar levels that can lead to cravings and snacking. Quinoa has a slightly higher GI than rice or barley, but it contains a much higher proportion of protein. If you don't get enough protein from the rest of your diet, quinoa could help. It's technically a seed, so it's also high in fiber again, more than most grains. It's also gluten-free, which makes it excellent for those with celiac disease or gluten intolerance. Versatile and satisfying. Brown rice is one of the best low GI foods and is a staple for many dishes around the world. It's whole rice from which only the husk, the outermost layer, is removed. So it's a great source of fiber. In fact, brown rice has been shown to help lower cholesterol, improve digestive function, promote fullness, and may even help prevent the formation of blood clots. Just remember to always choose brown over white. Although it tastes sweet, corn on the cob is a good source of slow-burning energy, and one of the tastiest low GI foods. It's also a good plant source of vitamin B12, folic acid, and iron, all of which are required for the healthy production of red blood cells in the body. It's healthiest when eaten without butter and salt. Bananas are a superfood in many ways. They're rich in potassium and manganese and contain a good amount of vitamin C. Their low GI rating means they're great for replenishing your fuel stores after a workout. They are easy to add to smoothies. Cereal are kept on your desk for a quick snack. The less ripe they are, the lower the sugar content is. As one of the best low GI foods, it's a great addition to any daily diet. Bran is famous for being one of the highest cereal sources of fiber. It's also rich in a huge range of nutrients, calcium, folic acid, iron, magnesium, and a host of B vitamins. Although bran may not be to everyone's tastes, it can easily be added to other cereals to boost the fiber content and lower the overall GI rating. Muesli, when made with unsweetened rolled oats, nuts, dried fruit, and other sugar-free ingredients, is one of the healthiest ways to start the day. It's also very easy to make at home with a variety of other low GI foods. Add yogurt and fresh fruit for a nourishing, energy-packed breakfast. Apple skin is a great source of pectin, an important prebiotic that helps to feed the good bacteria in your gut. Apples are also high in polyphenols, which function as antioxidants, and contain a good amount of vitamin C. They are best eaten raw with the skin on. Apples are one of a number of fruits that have a low glycemic index. Be careful which fruits you choose, as many have a large amount of natural sugars. Apricots provide both fiber and potassium, which make them an ideal snack for both athletes and anyone trying to keep sugar cravings at bay. They're also a source of antioxidants and a range of minerals. Apricots can be added to salads, cereals, or eaten as part of a healthy mix with nuts at any time of the day. Kidney beans and other legumes provide a substantial serving of plant-based protein. so they can be used in lots of vegetarian dishes if you're looking to adopt a plant-based diet. They're also packed with fiber and a variety of minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, and other beneficial plant compounds. They are great in soups, stews, or with whole grain tacos. Barley is a cereal grain that can be eaten in lots of ways. It's an excellent source of B vitamins, including niacin, thiamine, and pyridoxine, vitamin B6, fiber, molybdenum, manganese, and selenium. It also contains beta-glucans, a type of fiber that can support gut health and has been shown to reduce appetite and food intake. Please note that barley does contain gluten, which makes it unsuitable for anyone who is celiac or who follows a gluten-free diet. In this case, gluten-free alternatives might include quinoa, buckwheat, or millet. Most nuts have a low GI of between 0 and 20, with cashews slightly higher at around 22. Nuts, as one of the best low GI foods, are a crucial part of the Mediterranean diet and are really the perfect snack. They're a source of plant-based protein, high in fiber, and contain healthy fats. Add them to smoothies and salads to boost the nutritional content. Try to avoid roasted and salted nuts, as these are made with large amounts of added salt and usually trans fats. Raw carrots are not only a delicious low GI vegetable, but they really do help your vision. They contain vitamin A, beta-carotene, and a host of antioxidants. They're also low-calorie and high in fiber, and they contain good amounts of vitamin K1, potassium, and antioxidants. Carrots are great for those monitoring their weight as they've been linked to lower cholesterol levels. Unsweetened Greek yogurt is not only low GI, but it's an excellent source of calcium and probiotics as well. Probiotics help to keep your gut microbiome in balance and support your overall digestive health and immune function. Greek yogurt makes a healthy breakfast, snack, dessert, or a replacement for dip. The most common probiotic strains found in yogurt are Streptococcus thermophilus, found naturally in yogurt, and Lactobacillus acidophilus, which is often added by the manufacturer. You can also look into probiotic supplements for improving your gut health. When made the traditional way from chickpeas and tahini, hummus is a fantastic, low GI dish. It's a staple in many Middle Eastern countries and can be eaten with almost any savory meal. Full of fiber to maintain satiety and feed your good gut bacteria. Hummus is great paired with freshly chopped vegetables, such as carrots and celery. If you're looking to eat healthier or simply cut down on snacking throughout the day, eating low GI foods is a great way to get started. Choose any of the above foods for a healthy addition to your daily diet and start feeling better for longer. University of Sydney, Glycemic Index Healthline, 10 low glycemic fruits for diabetes. How stuff works. 6 fruits loaded with sugar. The beet. 7 ways you'll feel better after going plant-based. From energy to mood. Eat this. Not that. 10 signs you should get tested for celiac disease. Live strong, ready to adopt a Mediterranean diet. Start with this 7-day meal plan. Balance 1. Streptococcus thermophilus, key health benefits. Balance 1. Lactobacillus acidophilus, how it can improve your health. Julie McCormick. Julie McCormick is a writer and co-owner of the Cleveland Leader, a Technorati Top 1000 site. Read full profile. Have you ever noticed that some people are able to effortlessly remember even the most mundane details and quickly comprehend new things? Well, you can too. Learning how to improve memory isn't as difficult as you might think. To unlock the full potential of your brain, you need to keep it active and acute. Wasting time on your couch watching mindless television shows or scrolling through social media is not going to help. Besides getting out flashcards, what can you do to help remember things better and learn new things more quickly? Check out these 10 effective strategies on how to improve memory. Physical activities don't just exercise the body, but it also helps to exercise your brain. Obesity and the myriad of diseases that eventually set in as a result of being overweight can cause serious harm to the brain. So when learning how to improve memory, exercise is king. Furthermore, without regular exercise, plaque starts to build up in your arteries, and your blood vessels begin to lose the ability to regulate blood flow. Plaque buildup reduces the amount of oxygen and nutrients that your blood carries to your brain. When the nutrients don't make it there, the brain's ability to function is compromised. One study in particular found that exercising 4 hours after learning significantly improved memory retention. The researchers suggested that appropriately timed physical exercise can improve long-term memory and highlight the potential of exercise as an intervention in educational and clinical settings. To improve your memory, Make sure you get moving every day. Even if it's just a brisk walk. It'll help you maintain and increase your mental acuity. Brisk walking, swimming, and dancing are all excellent activities. If you have trouble finding time to fit in a workout, check out this article, 5 Ways to Find Time for Exercise. Any risk factors that cause you major stress, like anger or anxiety, will, in time, begin to eat away the parts of your brain that are responsible for memory. Amongst the most brain-damaging stressors is depression, which is actually often misdiagnosed as a memory problem since one of its primary symptoms is the inability to concentrate. One study assessed memory in 3,999 veterans and found that depressive symptoms, without anxiety, had an adverse effect on immediate recall of new information and the total amount, but not rate, of acquisition. If you can't concentrate, then you might feel like you are constantly forgetting things. Depression increases the levels of cortisol in your bloodstream, which elevates the cortisol levels in the brain. Doctors have found that increased cortisol diminishes certain areas of the brain, especially the hippocampus, which is where short-term memories are stored. Prolonged depression can thus destroy your brain's ability to remember anything new. Seek professional help to combat your depression and any stressors causing it. Your brain will thank you. Getting a consistent 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night will help you in your task of learning how to improve memory. During sleep, the brain firms up memories of recently acquired information, especially during REM sleep. Getting enough sleep will help you get through the full spectrum of nocturnal cycles that are essential to optimal brain and body functioning during the waking hours. On the contrary, sleep deprivation can put a huge dent in your ability to form memories. Another helpful strategy is to take a nap during the day, especially after learning something new. This can also help you to retain those memories, as well as recharge your brain and keep it sharper longer. However, the length of your nap is also very important. Scientists, in one study, found that people who napped for 30 to 90 minutes experienced better word recall. 50 to 60% of the brain's overall weight is pure fat, which is used to insulate its billions of nerve cells. The better insulated a cell is, the faster it can send messages, and the quicker you can think. This is precisely why parents are advised to feed their young children whole milk and to restrict dieting. Their brains need fat to grow and work properly. Skimping on fats can be devastating, even to the adult brain. Thus, eating foods that contain a healthy mix of fats is vital for long-term memory. Some excellent food choices include fish, especially anchovies, mackerel, and wild salmon, and dark, leafy green vegetables. Deep-fried foods obviously contain fat, but their lack of nutritional value is not going to help your brain or your body. So think healthy foods and fats first. According to Larry McCleary, MD, author of the Brain Trust Program, an egg is the ideal breakfast. Eggs contain B vitamins, which help nerve cells burn glucose, antioxidants that protect neurons against damage, and omega-3 fatty acids that keep nerve cells firing at optimal speed. If you want to learn how to improve memory, breakfast is incredibly important. Other foods to add to your breakfast include fruits, veggies, and lean proteins. Avoid trans fats and high fructose corn syrup. Trans fats diminish the brain cells' ability to communicate with each other. And one study found that HFCS can actually damage the brain by promoting brain insulin resistance. Having a healthy breakfast in the morning has been shown to improve performance throughout the day. Don't skimp on this important meal. Nowadays, it's fairly uncommon to write down notes with a pen and paper. When we go to class or meetings, we take our laptops and use that to mark down important ideas. However, recent research has suggested that may be doing us more harm than good. One 2014 study found that even when laptops are used solely to take notes, they may still be impairing learning because their use results in shallower processing. You can start a journal, write yourself emails, or even start keeping a blog. All of these activities will help to improve your capacity to remember and memorize information. Most importantly, if you're going to class or to a big meeting, consider taking notes by hand instead of on your computer. Research shows that certain types of music are very helpful in recalling memories. Information that is learned while listening to a particular song or collection can often be recalled by thinking of the song or playing it mentally. Songs and music can serve as cues for pulling up particular memories. If you're looking into learning how to improve memory, this can be a great thing to try. Listening to music has been shown to specifically benefit the memorization of words. One study found that young adults who listened to music while memorizing a list of words, as opposed to listening to environmental sounds or silence, performed better when asked to recall the words. Next time you have to memorize a speech of want to compete in a spelling bee, try listening to music while studying. You may be surprised by how much it helps. Pay attention to photographers, charts and other graphics that might appear in your textbook, or if you're not studying a book, try to pull up a mental image of what it is you are trying to remember. It might also help to draw your own charts or figures, or utilize colors and highlighters to group related ideas in your notes. Another strong visualization technique for memory is the memory palace. This essentially involves imagining a place you know well, your house or a former school. For example, listing distinctive features of the place in your mind, and begin to associate those features with things you want to remember. Then, when you need to recall information, you simply go the specific room or object where you stored the information in your mind, and it will come to you. For more information on how to build a memory palace, check out this article, How to Build a Memory Palace to Remember More of Everything. Reading material out loud has been shown to significantly improve memory of the material. Expanding further upon this idea is the fact that psychologists and educators have found that by having students teach new concepts to others, it helps to enhance understanding and recall. One study pointed out that this increased memory specifically because it forced students to recall the information in order to teach it. Teach new concepts and information to a friend or study partner, and you'll find you remember the information a lot better. Studies have shown that doing crossword puzzles, reading, or playing cards on a daily basis helps to delay memory loss, especially in those who experience cognitive decline in the form of dementia. So, pick up the daily newspaper and work on that crossword puzzle. Read a book, or enjoy a game of solitaire if you want to boost your memory. Everyone has the ability to learn how to improve memory and boost their brain power. And everyone will find that different strategies work for them. Try out some of the above in order to get a feel for what works for you. Current biology, physical exercise performed 4 hours after learning improves memory retention and increases hippocampal pattern similarity during retrieval. Archives of clinical neuropsychology, the effects of depression and anxiety on memory performance. Sleep medicine, memory, sleep and dreaming, experiencing consolidation. Johns Hopkins Medicine, can a nap boost brain health? Current neuropharmacology, impact of dietary fats on brain functions. Nutrients, dietary omega-3 fatty acid deficiency and high fructose intake in the development of metabolic syndrome, brain metabolic abnormalities, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Psychological science, the pen is mightier than the keyboard, advantages of longhand over laptop note-taking. Musicae scientiae, the positive effect of music on source memory. Applied cognitive psychology, the learning benefits of teaching, a retrieval practice. Hypothesis J in neuropsychal SOC, association of crossword puzzle participation with memory decline in persons who develop dementia. Text source, lifehack.org.